What's happening, family? Listen, I want to share a thought with you out of Galatians chapter 2. I got a chance to muse over it after, or during rather, a really good workout, and it just helped me to really grab a hold of a notion that I think is key to living, and that's living life from a cross-eyed perspective, and that means that your life, like a filter, has that overlay of what it means as a result of the cross. And Paul says in Galatians chapter 2, in verse number 20, I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live, yet not I, but Christ who lives in me. And the life that I now live, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. Paul mentions three things that I think are awesome in this passage. One, that life is lost in the cross. He says, I am crucified with Christ. And that's real living. Real living can't take place until we get out of the way. And Paul argues that when you lose your life in the cross, that's where you really begin to find it. Number two, my identity is eclipsed by the Christ. He does say, nevertheless, I live, yet not I, but Christ who lives in me. Think about the ramifications of your identity being lost so significantly, being eclipsed so magnanimously that when people see you, they see Jesus. Your life is lived because of his sacrifice, but who you are now is a replication of who he is. Then that last part, the life that I now live, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. Living life celebrating the fact that I'm loving a God back who loved me first and loved me best. How awesome is it that we truly are creatures that have as our resume a God who loves us so much that he dies on our behalf. No wonder scripture is replete with the notion of God loving you. John 3:16, 1 John 4, not only is he love, but he loved me so much that he died on my behalf. Here's my challenge. See life from the vantage point of the cross. Get out of the way, let Jesus live through you, and love him back because he loves you best. God bless you. Make it awesome.